and this is actually from the Cisco Mobile Video Report. They predict mobile TV, mobile TV being live consumption, and also video on demand to be 66% of all mobile data usage within the next 2 years. So that's a big number. In addition to all the stats that Jerry had mentioned, going in and out. Is you hearing okay?
Yes.
Okay, excellent.
It's somewhat directional.
You know, and the interesting thing being a platform company like we are. So first of all, if anyone wants to know what Gorillabox stands for, have a beer with me afterwards, and we'll get into that. But the interesting thing about being a platform company is that we handle the content, and we also handle a lot of the analytics around the content. So a lot of what these guys are involved with on a daily basis, we're facilitating some of that flow. In particular, what is the difference between TV Everywhere and over the top? Clearly, Jim is real interested in that. Jerry's real interested in that from a measurement standpoint and also from an advertising standpoint. So what's the business models on these things? Is TV Everywhere going to be an over-the-top video? Is it going to be complementary, or is it going to be competitive? I think one of you guys mentioned that already. So there's a lot of ramifications to this. Are we going to upset the existing MSO market with cable TV? Is it going to evolve? What about Google and Apple TV and some of these over-the-top players, not just on the desktop now, but on the mobile device? And in particular, I have a couple stats that I'd like to throw out on the advertising side. The eMarketer predicts that mobile video advertisement, I probably should have got a Nielsen number for that one, but quoting the source that I just had on my hand was an increase from about $35 million in 2010 to about $2.6 million in 2014. Now, what is mobile video? What is mobile video advertisements? We can get into that too. Currently, about 90-some-odd% of the mobile video advertising is on banners. And okay, I think that's a little bit better, thanks. So about 95%, actually close to 98% of mobile video is off of clickable banners. Well, what about the pre-rolls? What about the post-rolls? Well, as Jim had mentioned, that's going to be, I think, the game changer. I believe, and we'll get into some of the predictions as we go, that the mobile TV, watching live TV, live CNN, or video on demand, that is going to be more and more like what you see on your set-top back at home. The only difference is you're going to be able to take it on the go. So there's a lot of interesting dynamics. Now, from a platform perspective, where we come from, or from what Gorillabox does, is we try to balance the TV Everywhere and the over-the-top models with our clients. So some of our clients are, we stream live TV for the BBC in Europe, we stream live sporting events for Sky Sports in the UK and throughout Europe. And we're in discussions domestically with a number of customers here as well for doing live TV and video on demand, but also dynamic ad stitching, which I can get into some of that. But from a platform play, what we do is we ingest content, we encode the content, we stream it, and we can insert advertisements. So the interesting, what Jim had said about, will you wait 8 seconds, 15 seconds for content to watch an ad in order to get to the content? Probably not. So the technology is developing where maybe a 2-second or 1.5-second delay as you switch between players on the assets is going to be more commonplace. And again, the balance between TV Everywhere and over the top is going to be fascinating because, as Jerry had mentioned, there's a lot at stake from an advertising perspective. I don't believe that the subscription model is going to be the prevalent model. It's certainly going to be an ad model like we've seen.
And